wanted to give you a peek inside a home recording studio booth that I built, give you an idea how inexpensively and effectively it can be done. So what you're looking at here is the top of my booth. And if you can tell that they are just two foam core doors. You can buy these at Home Depot, Lowe's, 20 to 40 bucks a piece. I'm going to give you a look around the other side. Two doors there, and I have varying widths because I wanted to have some more options with how I'm going to move it. I'll show you that in a minute. And I did put a window in. You can see I've got stuff hanging. You can hang nails just like anything like on drywall. The window did not come in the door. All I did is I measured for some plexiglass that I picked up at the home improvement store and some, standard door molding and trim molding actually, and I put some 1x2 framing on the inside just to make sure I had something to nail into. So that's all I did on the outside. And then as you'll see here, where is it? There's a hinge somewhere. There it is! Hinges, so depending on which way you want the door to go will determine what side of the door that you put it on. And you can see I've put some nice vinyl lettering to inspire my students to work hard while they're in the studio. Now up above, this is just for soundproofing. All this is, I'll try to give you a different view of it. It's kind of hard to see. It's hanging from the ceiling, just with 4 eye bolts, some picture hanging wire, and some more eye bolts. The frame is made out of 1x2 just stock lumber. It makes a square. And then inside that is laying a sheet of egg crate foam. This is the stuff you pick up at Walmart to put on top of your bedding. And I wrapped just standard felt around that and stapled it around the edges just to make it look neat, because we like neat. So let's take a peek inside. Now there's no handle, but I just didn't get to that. When we open the door, on the other side of the door, I'm going to back up here a little bit. You'll see that all I did is I went to the musician's friend, guitar center, whatever you've got in your neighborhood, and I got acoustic sheets of foam. And this was about the length of the foam. I cut it to width. Just used some standard spray adhesive, some Super 77 adhesive spray. That'll hold stronger than like the regular stuff. And on the back wall, as I have other places in the studio, I have another one of those 4x4 foot panels you'll see that I made with the egg crate foam, the 1x2 framing, and the felt. You can see the other part of my studio, I've got a couple more of those because this room is pretty bouncy. Here's a little secret. See up there? I got these. I saw these in HGTV. They were super cheap, and they're cardboard. Let's see if I can find one close up for you here. See how three-dimensional they are? I sprayed them black because I like black. All it does is bounce the sound waves back. Just breaks it up a little bit. So you want some sound diffusion in your studio. That's what that does. Some sound absorption, which is what a soft surface will do. Okay, so let's take a peek inside the booth. We've got IKEA lighting for mood. On the back wall, I've just put another sheet of acoustic foam. I had some scrap left, and it seemed to need one. Now, if you can see, this is the door where the door starts. Goes down to the bottom. I do a lot of voiceover, so I've got a crane type stand because I'm used to them, and I like them. I like the flexibility. You could use a boom stand too. The inside of the door with the window, someday I'm going to trim that out. I haven't yet, but I put some acoustic foam above that. And it's kind of hard to tell behind the stand here, but I've got another sheet of that goes down just a bit. You don't need acoustic foam to deaden the entire room. You want a little bit of bounce, but it goes down, I don't know, 3.5 feet from the floor, which works. And then there's our last door. So what do I have? 4 doors. 4 doors. I actually had 3, and then I expanded it, and you could see from the top we get just enough sound diffusion to make it sound really nice. Got, your standard pop screen and my Rode NT2, which I really like the sound of. And then from here, when I'm working on my own in my studio, I can see the recording going on in Pro Tools over at my desk there, which I like. And then when I'm at my desk and I'm recording singers, or singers and guitar players, I can turn around and see them from there. There's the super sexy Shure Super 55, which is so good for up-close vocals. And then when I want to lock people in my booth, I swing the door. Another inspirational saying. So that's about it. It's really effective. What did it cost me? Everything. Lumber, foam, felt, hinges, trimming, and everything. I think I figured it up at just around 250 bucks. Which is nothing if you look at a vocal booth that will, set you back 15 grand. The nice thing about this being on hinges is that I can expand this. Matter of fact, I can add doors at any time, but I can also move the doors by just taking them and moving them out a little bit. I've got it on carpet, so it's a little bit harder. All of a sudden, I can change the dimensions of the inside of my booth. I can accommodate easily 2 people with guitars in here right now. So That's a quick look at my recording booth that I built for home studio use. If you have any questions, shoot me an email at kim@thevoiceclub.com.